Why water damage claims get denied more than any other kind. 4 case files in, and we've noticed something. The most common questions landing in this inbox are all about one place, home. So starting today, that's where this show lives. Every file, every week, one roof over your head. Case file number 005, water damage. The single most denied type of homeowners claim there is. This is claim denied. Case file number 005, water damage. Why it's denied more than any other kind of claim, and the 4 different rules hiding inside that one phrase. Most homeowners treat water damage as one simple category. Either your policy covers water, or it doesn't. That assumption is exactly why this is the most denied claim type in the industry. Water damage isn't one rule. It's 4 completely different rules, stacked inside a single word, and which one applies decides everything. Here they are. Sudden and accidental, generally covered. Gradual or long-term, generally excluded. Flood, excluded by default, requiring a separate policy entirely. And sewer or drain backup, excluded unless you added a specific endorsement. Same word. 4 different outcomes. The claim gets decided the moment an adjuster sorts your loss into one of these 4 boxes. Sudden and accidental means exactly what it sounds like. A pipe bursts, a washing machine hose fails, a water heater ruptures, all at once, without warning. This is the category standard homeowners policies are built to cover, and it's usually the easiest of the 4 to get approved, as long as you can show the damage happened quickly rather than over time. Gradual damage is the opposite, and it's where most denials actually happen. A slow leak behind a wall, a dripping fixture nobody noticed, moisture building for months. Insurers call this a maintenance issue, not a covered loss, because the policy assumes homeowners are responsible for catching and fixing slow problems before they become big ones. The frustrating part is that gradual damage often looks identical to sudden damage by the time you actually see it. The difference isn't what it looks like, it's how long it's been happening. Flood is its own category entirely, and it's the one most homeowners misunderstand. Standard homeowners policies exclude flood by default, full stop. Flood is legally defined as water coming from an outside source rising onto your property, a overflowing river, storm surge, heavy rain pooling from the ground up. Covering that requires a completely separate flood policy, either through the National Flood Insurance Program or a private flood insurer. No standard homeowners policy includes it, regardless of how comprehensive it sounds. The 4th category is sewer or drain backup, water or sewage pushing back into your home through a drain or sewer line, often during heavy rain. Like flood, it's excluded by default. Unlike flood, it's usually not a separate policy. It's a low-cost endorsement you can add to your existing homeowner's policy, and most people never do, simply because no one ever mentioned it existed. Take a composite case like this one. A homeowner noticed a musty smell under the kitchen sink and assumed it was minor. Months later, a plumber found a slow leak that had been running the entire time, and mold had spread into the subfloor. The claim was denied, not because mold wasn't covered, but because the underlying leak was classified as gradual and long-term, a maintenance failure rather than a sudden event. The repair bill ran into the tens of thousands. The policy had never promised to cover it, and the homeowner had no way of knowing that until the day it mattered most. 3 things change your odds before any of this happens. 1. Schedule a plumbing inspection every year or 2 and keep the receipt. Documented maintenance is your best evidence that a problem was sudden, not neglected. 2. Ask your agent directly whether you have sewer backup coverage and add it if you don't. It's usually inexpensive. 3. If you're in a flood-prone area, get a separate flood policy regardless of what your homeowner's policy implies. Flood zones change, and so does risk, but the exclusion never does. Water damage isn't one rule, it's 4. Sudden is usually covered. Gradual usually isn't. Flood needs its own policy. Sewer backup needs its own endorsement. The word on the label doesn't decide the outcome. The category underneath it does.